Why do you think that's always everyone's first question? Because I feel like that's with anything. That's not even just with fitness. It could be
a couple of reasons. And it probably, all of these are true to a particular subset of people. The first one is they are hoping that it's for a short period of time so they can have confidence that they can do it quickly as well.
Okay.
That's probably one.
Okay.
Another one, maybe they're actually hoping that they say it took a long time so they can continue to justify why they haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Those are my two first things that come to mind.
Okay.
And they're kind of on different ends of the spectrum. But I think that those two things are probably why that question is coming to mind. And then obviously the third one would just be like, they want a realistic number of how long it's going to take them. Someone that's actually serious and actually wants to make it and are starting. They probably just want to know.
Understand a little bit more.
Yeah, they just actually want to know about how long is this going to take me to do. Welcome to Only the Greatest Podcast. If you're feeling stuck and unsure what to do next in your fitness journey, we might be what you're looking for. My name is Philip. I own and operate OTG Fitness, which is a private personal training gym on the south side of Houston in Webster. I do this podcast every week with my best friend, Daryl. We've been friends since third grade and working out together ever since. Also joining us today will be Sean. He's the one that makes this podcast not only sound great, but look good as well. Our goal here is to help Houston make its way up the ladder of health and fitness. So if you're in the Houston area and ready to become the greatest version of yourself, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform.
All right, today we have Phil Silvis on the show today.
Oh, thanks for having me here, Sean.
How are you feeling, Phil?
I'm feeling amazing. How are you feeling?
Feel fantastic, man. I can't complain. Yeah. We're actually in a little bit of a different set today.
Yeah, man. How do you feel about our environment today?
I'm digging it. It's very familiar.
Watching Mike do some triceps.
Yeah.
Looking good over there.
Yeah, so if you guys can't tell, if you're not watching on YouTube, we are actually in the OTG gym that we always talk about on the podcast, and we're trying a little bit of a different setup. So
yeah, it feels pretty good too. I mean, I like it was easy to set up. Luckily, even though the studio looks great, feels great and everything, it's cool that the actual usable pieces are actually pretty easy to transport.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the amount of technology and like how much that's changed. It's wild that we can have the Rodecaster right here, have the two cameras, a light, and I think it probably took like 15 minutes to set up, and this was the first time. So that was
only going to get better.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're testing this out because we're hoping to not necessarily change the show at all or anything like that, but we just want to bring in new ideas and new things. So we're going to be having some different conversations with different people. And so having something available here at the gym to be able to do the podcast and produce it here is just going to open up our possibilities, I guess.
Yes, sir. So today we're going to kind of do a part 2 to the video where we look at some kind of wacky fitness videos.
Yeah, are they wacky? I don't really know. I was hoping that we'd get some like ones that maybe that are good also. But I don't know, man. What do we got? Is it wackiness? Is it craziness?
So there's I threw in a little bit of some wacky stuff in there, but this first video that we're gonna start off with is talking about the effects of alcohol on your fitness.
Ooh, all right, let's watch.
Alcohol on your fitness journey. To be honest, I don't think this is talked about enough. Full disclaimer, I do not drink or smoke, y'all. And y'all know I'ma always keep it a stack. Drinking alcohol is such a waste of calories. If y'all really want to know the secret to how I eat the way I do and get away with it, not drinking my calories is the answer. And that really goes for anything. Sodas, sweet teas, juices from concentrate, the list goes on. And I'ma just say this. A lot of y'all Saturday night and Sunday brunch habits are not in alignment with your summer body goals. But I'ma break it down for you. Alcohol ain't nothing but empty calories and pointless sugar. And not only that, alcohol can interfere with the absorption of nutrients and vitamins. And as any genius would assume, that really does affect your overall health and recovery. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but alcohol is a diuretic. Have you alkies ever realized how much you have to pee once you start drinking? Congrats, you're drinking yourself into dehydration. And as if you heifers already don't have a shit sleep schedule, drinking alcohol can disrupt your sleeping pattern even more.
Wait,
now, I ain't trying to turn into Bill Nye the Science Guy on you heifers, but alcohol impairs the process of protein synthesis.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I just wanted to stop real quick. It's kind of a longer video. I like it so far.
Yeah.
My favorite part so far, she talked about not drinking your calories.
Yeah.
Like that's something that we're really big on because when you drink your calories, you get no satiety from it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are already eating too many calories, and then they also drink calories on top of it, and it's not helping with your hunger levels at all.
For sure. I think I think a Dr. Pepper, a can of soda is like somewhere in the 180, 240 calories for just one, and a lot of times people aren't having just one.
All carbohydrate and sugar. Well, sugar, which is carbohydrate. You know, there's no protein in it. The only time we ever break this rule is like would be a protein shake, and even then, I try to encourage people to only drink protein shakes if they need it to get to their protein goals. If you can get to your protein goals without a shake, it'll probably be better because your satiety, which is like how full something makes you feel, is going to be so much better. The other thing that she mentioned too, and this is a little bit over my head, you know, to be honest, but the non-scientific way that I like to explain this to people is that when you drink alcohol, like, it is kind of a toxin to your body, right?
Yeah.
So all you're thinking about is getting rid of that alcohol. So your digestion of your regular food, you know, doesn't happen as good. That's not super scientific. There's nothing, you know, that's just my way of trying to make it make sense. So when you drink, not only when you eat after drinking, it's probably not going to be the healthiest thing anyways.
Exactly.
But the digestion is not going to be as good.
Yeah, like your decision-making skills is just kind of shifted totally. Working out and drinking, it just seems like it to me. I watched this video a couple times, and I've also watched like a really good in-depth podcast from Huberman about it, and the effects that drinking has on your body and your brain especially is just... It's insane. It's insane that people like will die on the hill of drinking so much to where it's like, I don't know whether it's like an emotional tie or like, you know, I mean, some people really do like to drink, and I will admit that there are drinks out there that are really good. And, but is it enough for me to like every week I have to have this? It's not.
I'd say the only positive that you could get from it is the social aspect, because socializing is important. But you can also socialize without alcohol, right?
Yes, so, very true.
Just something to point out there. All right, let's finish this guy. Let's finish this video up.
And to the newbies in the audience that don't know, that is a vital part of muscle growth and recovery. Now, I'm gonna need you to understand me when I say it's okay to have a little drinky drink here and there. And here and there does not mean every weekend, y'all. So I'm gonna need y'all to tighten every hell up. If you're drinking juices and sodas on the regular and drinking alcohol every weekend, congratulations, I'm diagnosing you with type 2 stupidity. You're working against yourselves. Stop it. And I don't care how many people y'all rally up to try and convince me alcohol.
So you heard her say type 2 stupidity, you know, and that's a spinoff of type 2 diabetes, right? Because people give themselves diabetes from drinking a lot of sugar. For sure. So I like that a lot. I think I might steal that one.
Actually tastes good because you're all liars. Alcohol literally tastes like it could power my car. It literally tastes like it's interchangeable with nail polish remover. I said what the hell I said. Argue with a wall. Y'all on a different type of crack rock if you think I'd rather have a glass of alcohol than all the food on this damn table. Eat more and drink less. Your liver will thank you. Until you lessen your alcohol consumption, go ahead and lessen them body goal expectations.
And that's basically it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, I agree, you know, pretty much 100% across the board. Everything she said was very true. And I think that she did a pretty good job of all the different aspects of it as well, you know, in a short
I like
video.
that too. Yeah, she didn't only badger. I mean, the whole thing was about alcohol, but it was also talking about the importance of just juices and sodas,
drinking your calories
in general. I was like, man, I really like that spin on it all, because it's not just, you know, all the people that are clutching their bottles, you know, they're not feeling too attacked, which I'm sure. I did look at the comments are kind of crazy on that one, how many people would really like defend, like I said, dying on the hill for drinking alcohol, and I'm like, I don't know. I just can't really get it. I kind of have personally stepped away from drinking as much, and it wasn't even like something like, oh man, I just had so many times. It was just, I was just like, man, is this lining up? Like, I recently started running more and starting to get like more enveloped in fitness in general, and I was like, does this line up with the goal that I want to do? It's like it doesn't.
Probably not.
It doesn't line up with it. Yeah, it
doesn't.
just doesn't work. Like I'm like, man, if I really want to get, to the fitness that I want to be to run the times that I want to run in the fall, it's like I can't be getting drunk every weekend.
Yeah, and that is the reality. And the only thing that I would add, maybe like at the end of that, is that if this is not part of your goal, like if having a little bit of, if you don't have, super structured goals about what you want, then sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Just know that it's not ideal.
Exactly.
Right? And that's just kind of,
it's going to be counterintuitive to what you're trying to do in the
That's
gym.
right. Yeah. If your goals, are demanding, there's no room for alcohol.
Yeah. True.
In there.
Very true.
At all. So yeah, or drinking your calories in general, unless you're underweight and trying to gain weight, then we can make an argument for drinking your calories.
Yes.
Right? But probably not with alcohol.
Yeah.
Not with
very
alcohol,
true.
though. All right, cool. What do we got next?
So the next one is going to be, I got a question for you, Phil. When you work out, are you more of what kind of lifter would you describe yourself as? Are you like a grunter, a yeller? How do you feel like when you work out?
Oh, man. I don't know. Can I get more multiple choices? Like,
I mean, no. What,
you said grunter, yeller. What else? What are my other options?
ETC, whatever. What do you feel? Like, how do you feel?
Focused.
Focused. Okay.
Maybe when I like to listen to
not very vocal when you're working out.
No, I like to work out by myself. I don't feel like I make very much noise.
Okay.
Mostly because when other people do it. I mean, if it's a little bit, it's not a big deal. But when people make a lot of noise, so it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Okay.
So I'm pretty quiet. I would use the word focus. Maybe I like to listen to a podcast or something and actually think about it. I'll even after my set, I'll pause the podcast if I heard something that I want to think about for a minute, or maybe go take a note or something like that.
Okay.
Cool, so cool. That's the only thing that really came to my mind.
Okay, cool. So this video is some aggressive lifters, and I just wanted to get your opinion on them.
Let's see.
All right, let's see. So.
We sell crap.
Bro, I'm all about intensity. Like, I love intensity. I really do. I love intensity. But intensity looks different to different people, I guess. And what I would say in that case is, as long as they're in a private setting, or in a competition, I love it.
Yeah.
But if it's in a public setting, I'll be honest,
it's a little much.
Yeah, I don't really care for it.
It's a little much.
If it's in a private setting, or it's in if they were in it looked like one of them in particular, I saw competition style plates on the squat rack, like awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. I think that's totally fine and totally cool. But if it's in a public setting, I don't really like it. Yeah.
How about the nosebleed?
The nosebleed was wild.
The nosebleed during
the nosebleed was wild. And I'll say this too, I usually tell this story whenever I'm purchasing something.
Okay.
Whenever I'm looking for somewhere to buy a product or a service, I want to go where the person is all in 100% on that product or service.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone that loves that thing and they are an expert.
Okay.
What do you call SME?
Yeah.
Right. Subject matter expert of that thing.
Okay.
And I feel like people that are subject matter experts in weightlifting, that's probably them.
Yeah.
So if my goal is to
if you were looking for a trainer, you probably would hire one of these guys.
If I wanted to be the best in the world at a particular event that had to do with weightlifting or powerlifting, I'd probably seek out that person.
Okay, fair enough.
That's not me though. I don't want to be the strongest person. I don't want to lift thousands of pounds. I just want to be healthy and fit, feel good, look good, be great. Okay. Right. But if I was the type of person that was looking to be at the top of that particular sport, hell yeah, I'd go for that guy probably, because that guy is intense. Yeah. He's an SME. Yeah. He is all in on squatting
his subject,
or whatever,
on
whatever.
powerlifting,
On powerlifting,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So yeah, I just thought that one was like when I seen that and we were talking about this subject like a couple of months ago, I was just like, dude, this is like so far off the beaten path of like OTGs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
imagining someone in here like with that type of intensity, and it's like there's like a little semi-private class going on. All right, guys, make sure you look. Ah,
Yeah.
Give me that shit. You know, just like that would be so over the top.
Very
man.
different from our culture and environment for sure. No doubt about it.
So this one here, this next video, I think it's talking about how people will see how people work out and they'll see their results, and the first thing they always ask is how long it takes.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Time I've ever seen a video go viral showing someone's progress, whether it be weight loss or body composition, and it's really impressive, right? Without fail, almost always the top comment or one of the top comments is, how long did this take? What if the answer was 5 years? What if it was 2 years? That's probably longer than you had hoped the answer would be, but that's the truth. The answer is not 6 weeks. It's not by the time you have that vacation planned. It's not whatever that silly little number is you have in your head, because once you get there, you have to maintain it. The work doesn't stop. And that's just what you have to understand. There's no shortcuts. There is no hack to it. It'll take as long as it takes, but you want that outcome, right? So it shouldn't matter, because once you're there, you're just going to be glad that you spent your time investing in that outcome. Anytime I've ever seen a video.
As you can imagine, Sean, I love that. Yeah. That's so great. And it's so true. People always want to know how long it took to do so. If people even ask me when I tell them about my weight loss journey, they ask me, well, how long did it take?
yeah,
But she's right. It shouldn't matter. It takes any amount of time.
yeah,
No matter what the answer is, you still have to start right now.
Exactly.
Whether it takes 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years, you still have to start. Mm-hmm. So just start.
Why do you think that's always everyone's first question? Because I feel like that's with anything. That's not even just with fitness. It could be like, let's take finance, almost directly correlates with fitness in a lot of ways. It's like, someone sees someone driving a nice supercar around. Oh, how long did it take you to buy that? How long did it take you to get your first million or whatever? It's just like, well, why is it really? I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter.
Couple of reasons. And it probably, all of these are true to a particular subset of people. Mm-hmm. The first one is they are hoping that it's for a short period of time so they can have confidence that they can do it quickly as well.
Okay.
That's probably one.
Okay.
Another one, maybe they're actually hoping that they say it took a long time so they can continue to justify why they haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Those are my two first things that come to mind.
Okay.
And they're kind of on different ends of the spectrum. But I think that those two things are probably why that question is coming to mind. And then obviously the third one would just be like, they want a realistic number of how long it's going to take them. Someone that's actually serious and actually wants to make it and are starting. They probably just want to know.
Understand a little bit more.
Yeah, they just actually want to know about how long is this going to take me to do.
Yeah, I was watching some running content, and I seen this guy. His cool down running mileage was like his slow mileage was like somewhere in the 7s. And I was like 7 minutes. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's your, And that's what I thought. I was like, wow, that's fast. But I know that he didn't just start running yesterday or anything like that. So I see that, and it doesn't like if I was running on the track with that guy, it really wouldn't discourage me, because I know that if I was to put in, it's like this guy's ran multiple marathons at multiple speeds, multiple different types of fitness. The dude runs like crazy, so it's like it really wouldn't discourage me too much, because I know he's put that time in, and it's like I just haven't, I'm running, but I haven't quite put that time in at the same amount of time. So there's if I put 6 years in it, there's a chance that I could be cruising at 7-8 minute miles, just this is my slow time. But it's as of right now, it's just not quite there for me. But I love what you said about, people will ask, hoping that it takes too long. So it's like, all right, cool. Well,
then they can
Yeah.
justify a reason to not even start in the first place.
And so that was that video I thought was great. I really liked that because if you really do want to embark on any journey like that, it really shouldn't matter how long it takes, because it's like, you're trying to lose weight or whatever. It's not, what are you going to do? You're going to lose the 10 pounds and just be like, all right, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
See you later.
Every day that you don't start, you're just extending the timeline anyways.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Right. And your journey is different than their journey, you know, and I think everything that we're talking about here really goes in alignment, like with our culture and the way that we believe things should be. And that's to not lie to people, to not lie to them about how long this is going to take. There is no 6 weeks. Things will change in that short amount of time. You're going to feel better, move better, stuff like that. But true change takes time. You're probably going to mess up a little bit. It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, genetics have a lot to do with this as well. Like
100%.
how quickly someone gets results. That's why your story is different than mine and different than someone listening to this. Each person is different. And all that really matters is that you have to start anyways. That's what it's always going to come back to.
Yeah, at the very beginning of it all, it's like, just start, get out there, throw your running shoes on, go for a walk, go to the gym, get you a membership. I think in Atomic Habits, he talks about the 2-minute rule.
Yeah.
He's like, try going to the gym for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And right when the 2 minutes are over, you just leave. And then he's just like, damn, after a while, you're just like, well, I'm here for 2 minutes at a time. It's like, I'm here. It's like, man, I might as well just extend it more and more and more.
And that's how, so you got to get that ball rolling. And if I wanted to actually answer the question, you know, at the end of the day, my general recommendation to most people is that it takes about 3 to 6 months to set these things into practice.
Okay.
Right? So 3 to 6 months is about how long it feels for this type of lifestyle to kind of somewhat become normal and get a little bit easier. Yeah. And then how long it actually takes you to get to, whether it's a weight loss goal or
strength
goal or anything like that, is really going to depend. Like, how far away are you from it?
True.
It's very simple. Like if you want to bench press 315, well, do you bench press 225 right now or 135 right now?
Yeah.
Right? You want to lose 100, you want to lose 50 pounds or do you want to lose 100 pounds? Well, do you weigh 400 pounds or do you weigh 200 pounds? Right?
Yeah.
So it's somewhere in 3 to 6 months is how long it's going to take for you to set this new thing into place with working out regularly, changing your eating habits, changing some of your social habits, maybe even stuff like that. 3 to 6 months is about how long that takes. And then from there, like, how far away are you legitimately from it? Just use some common sense. If you weigh 300 pounds and you want to weigh 150, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
If you
100%.
weigh 240 and you want to get to 220, well, it's going to take less time. Right?
Yeah,
you know, so all these things are possible. And again, at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is that by not starting right now, you're delaying it anyways.
Yeah, very
That's
true.
what's important.
I totally agree.
So
I think we probably have enough time for like one more.
Sure.
one more
You got a
video.
bonus? I thought we were only doing 3, but
I think
I'll take a bonus.
I think I do have a bonus, and
Can we get something crazy?
yeah, I got something for you. I got something for you.
These we haven't seen enough wackiness.
I'll give you a little bonus round of wacky. So
Okay.
It's gonna be called "What is this guy training for?"
Okay.
So, what is this? What do you think this guy is training
There's
for?
multiple
here?
videos in this category? Okay,
Yes.
okay,
There's
okay.
multiple videos.
This is like what do you call it?
It's like a little speed round.
Yeah, speed round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
speed
yeah.
round.
Okay,
So,
cool.
what do you think this guy is training for?
Oh man, I can't even come up with anything, to be honest, on this one.
You know, you got to get your glute spreads
Yeah,
going, man.
I mean,
you know,
I really don't know, dude. Like, I mean, maybe there's an argument for him trying to do the splits.
Okay.
Like he wants to be able to do the splits
Yeah.
or something, you know, maybe. That's the only like legitimate answer I can come up with.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. So then we have this one here. What
Okay.
do you think this guy is training for here?
Oh, wow. Is that real?
Yeah, has it set up, has a little ab
Dang.
roller.
Okay, are you asking about the guy on the ab roller or the guy dancing in the background?
Is there a
Did
guy
you even
dancing?
notice? Watch it. Watch the guy in the background.
Oh, dude, he's kind of crushing it though.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I think.
All right, I think the guy using the ab wheel, I think he looks like a gymnast to me.
Okay.
I think the guy using the ab wheel is a gymnast, and then the guy in the background's training for that salsa competition this weekend.
Okay, there we
You
go.
know, that's like the only thing. That's what the first thing. If this is a speed round, you're asking first thing that came to mind. That's my answer.
Yeah. I'm thinking pop locking competition. Like
Oh,
he's just
yeah.
like just ready to go. I'm digging that.
Uh-huh.
And so I think that this is gonna be the last
All
one.
right, last one.
Okay, I wanted to watch it first. I hadn't seen it in a while.
Okay.
So here we go.
This is is this in a gym?
I think
It looks like
like
it.
a class setting, so I think that's why I saved it.
You know what it really reminds me of is some like they're like backup dancers for some crazy
Okay.
concert.
It's like stomp the yard type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I get out of that.
Yeah, I
you
was
know.
thinking aggressive running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm really trying to.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna ask Eli if we can like work this into my
Okay.
training block
Yeah,
and
yeah,
see
yeah.
if we can really get my mile times up on
Yeah.
that one. But
I like it.
I think that's all I got, man.
Cool,
I think
man.
that's all I got.
Yeah, maybe we can come up with some more of these. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know, I like it a
For
lot.
sure.
But yeah, I mean, we're hoping to release some more episodes in this setting. You know, kind of cool. Talk to some different people about how they were successful. You know, with their fitness journey and coming to you guys straight from the gym. So yeah, Sean, any final thoughts? Closing words?
Put down the bottle, man.
Yeah.
You got to put down the
Okay.
bottle sometimes. Like if you really want to, you can be social without getting tore up. I'm not trying to one of my favorite newer terms that I've heard recently was I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I don't want to take the fun out of anyone's thing.
Yeah.
Like you can go and have a drink, booze up a little bit, but I like going back to that first video, I really like the idea of her really harping on if you do have, because I know people and I've heard things that people say and they're like, man, I feel like crap. I really want to lift more. I really want to do better. I really want to be better for myself, while they're like cracking open another thing. And I'm like, dude, like that's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
and it's just
they're
like,
not
yeah, man.
aligning.
And they like crack the vape in, got this, and it's just like, yeah. And
Dude, don't get me started on vapes.
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Like,
don't. Yeah, it's
I call they're the vapors, and they're a cult.
yeah.
they're a
Oh,
cult.
dude. Yeah, they'll. Yeah, I've seen. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but the videos of people, they're like, man, if someone loses their vape, man, they turn into like a superhuman, and they're like ripping the whole house apart. And
Yeah,
then they're like,
looking
oh,
for it.
it's right here. And it's like, bro, you just like threw me out of a 2-story window trying to
dude,
find it.
Vaping's
Yeah.
wild. But on
Yeah.
your note of being able to socialize without alcohol, I remember when I first started getting away from alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say drink heavily, but regularly.
Yeah.
In my like early 20s, 21, 22
Mm-hmm.
kind of time frame. And I remember there was a point in time where I was that guy that everyone would be drinking, and that's honestly kind of when energy drinks started to become popular.
Okay.
And everyone would be drinking, and I would have a Monster.
You're
like
busting
those
out a
old
Monster.
white monsters, you know?
Okay, gotcha.
And that's, I still had something.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it
Monster
gave me,
makes a alcoholic drink now. Have you ever
Oh,
seen
that
that?
no, I didn't
Yeah.
know that, but
Yeah.
I would avoid that at all costs. Yeah, definitely avoid that. But yeah, and maybe that's not the best option if you're listening to this and you don't like energy drinks. As long as they're 0 calorie, they're probably okay.
Yeah,
for the most part. And
And there's a lot of options out there that
there
are
are a
in
lot
the
of
0
options.
calorie space. But yeah, I do.
But that was
agree.
kind of my
Yeah.
segue away from alcohol. I just remember everyone would have beers or drinks, and I'd have an energy drink.
Yeah.
You know, and that was my thing, and then eventually I just got out of that environment altogether.
Yeah.
But that was my way to stay in the social aspect that was important to me at the time. But still get away from the alcohol.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
and so it is very possible.
Yeah. So that's all I really have to say.
Okay.
Anything?
No,
Last words from you, Phil?
I think that's it. I think that these videos were very informative, especially
Yes.
probably the first one and the third one.
Yeah, there we go.
The other were cool too.
Yeah.
But for sure, guys, and if you need help or, you're not sure what's next in your fitness journey, you need somebody to hold your hand through this thing. We're here to help you. Myself, Sean is our creative director, content manager, whatever you want to call him. He keeps the content coming out for us and for you guys to listen to. So make sure you like, subscribe. We're here to help. If you have questions or there's anything you'd really like to hear about, on one of our shows, just let us know. We're here to help Houston make its way up the ladder of health and fitness, and we will do whatever it takes to make that happen. So we'll see you next time.
Peace out, y'all.